game designers. Welcome to part 7 of the Homer tutorial. In this video, we're going to try to get the right leg done and maybe the lower crotch area. So let's go ahead and turn off some of our things that we don't need right now. We're going to turn off the hand reference, turn off our head, arms, shirt, and right arm. Let's go ahead and make a new layer. So we're going to make a quick plan and talk about it for a minute. Now, there are several ways of doing the bottom portion of Homer. One is to, have the shoes as a shape each. Make the right leg its own part. Make the left leg its own shape, and make the lower torso its own shape. The argument for this structure is that the legs will move, so we don't maybe want the the lower torso to move. So that's one reason to do it with 5 shapes. Um, Lower torso, leg, leg, shoe, shoe. Or some animations will make the front leg, the right leg, and the torso one piece. And then we would make the left leg one piece and the shoes one piece each. There is no exact right or wrong answers. Both have their good points and their bad points. I think if you follow either approach, you should be fine. But in this video, I'm going to go ahead and do it in 5 pieces. So I'm going to do lower torso, right leg, left leg, shoe, and shoe. So let's see, let's go ahead and create a new layer. And this layer is going to be underneath the shirt. So it's going to be behind the shirt. So I'm going to need to put this behind the shirt. And I think this lower torso, which is what I'm going to do first, will be above the left arm. So below the shirt and above the left arm. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Let's go ahead and grab our pen tool. We're on a new layer. I'm going to turn off the fill type. And I'm going to start right here. I'm going to kind of make the lower torso around here. So I'm going to start here, drag to here to kind of go along the shirt. Give myself a little bit of a bleed. I'm going to go ahead and go down. I'm going to make one at the bottom of the crotch here. Okay, and then I'm going to head my way up. Now, where my next knot is will depend on, your perspective. We want to give Homer a little bit of a butt right here. So if I took a reference, so if I go to View, Rulers, and I grab a reference line, right? This is where his current right leg is, this reference line right here, right? So um, I want to make sure that my other knot will be to the left of that. Otherwise, Homer will not have a butt. So I'm going to go ahead and go all the way over here. And again, I'm not too concerned with this. I can always fix it later. So I'm just going to kind of create the curve here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and move my handles back to the beginning where I started. So something like this. Okay. And now we're not too worried about this curve either, because this is not actually where Homer's butt is. Homer's butt is going to be basically be used with his right leg. So his right leg will kind of come out and form the butt, but we definitely want to connect to this knot later on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the shirt so we can see if our knot is properly placed. Or maybe we need to extend our shirt a little bit. So I can put the knot here, but this doesn't give me much of a butt. You can see my reference right here, right? Even with the curvature, it's not much of a butt here. So I'm actually going to go back to my shirt and extend the shirt a little bit. Again, if you hold control with the pen tool, you can grab a knot. I'm going to make the shirt a little bit bigger so that when I go back to my layer 4, the torso, the lower torso here, I can push it a little bit over here. If you look at pictures of Homer, his shirt kind of overlaps his pants. So this gives me at least a small butt right here that I can do when I do the leg. Okay, so we're done with the shape. Let's go ahead and find the color. So if you guys did not already do so, you guys can turn your reference color back on. This is not a pure blue, it's kind of a navy blue. You have to click on your eyedropper tool, click on the pants. That adds the color to the swatches up here. We go back to layer 4 using the pen tool. we're going to go ahead and click on the color fill here. Double click on this, open the color picker window. We're going to click on the blue color here and turn down the opacity of our reference. Okay, and yeah, looks like we got the right color. And again, don't worry about this stroke. We're going to keep the stroke for now, and then we're going to use our tools, our right leg, and go on top of it so the stroke will disappear. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the leg in here. So I'm going to click back on layer 4, click on a new window. And what I'm going to do is turn down the torso, and I'm going to create this stroke line right here and go down his leg, down to the bottom of his feet or his pants, and then go up here and then go back and connect back to that knot. So this will create the butt and create all these black stroke for us. And if we do a unenclosed shape, we will actually cover up the stroke that was on previous layer 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and start doing that. I'm going to turn off the stroke color so you guys can see. I'll put it back on later. So I'm going to start here, kind of curve down to the crotch. Okay, I'm going to kind of pull the same direction it came. Hold Alt, make my way down. Now this is optional, but you could make a knot right here for his knee so that we can use it later. Pull down, hold Alt just to slightly unlink the knots. Go down to the bottom of his pants, pull down, hold Alt, go around his shoe. Oh, I let go too early. Make sure that when you drag and hold Alt, that you let go of your mouse first, otherwise it will kind of relink your handles. I'm going to go right here, pull this way, hold Alt, go upward, and I'm going to go back to the point of the pants. So I'm going to turn off the shirt for a minute, turn back on layer 4 just to see visibly, and then make my next knot over here. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of pull up to kind of create a butt here. Okay, and that's it. Okay, now that we have the knot system set up, actually I'm going to maybe make one at the knee. Let's actually teach you guys how to do that. So in case I want to add a knot next to the leg, I can just simply click on the path, and that adds a knot, and I can, you know, pull the knot upward and hold Alt to unlink the handles. Okay, so I created an extra knot, and I'm going to move this knot back to my reference. Right, and now I can take this handle and give it, you know, a more curve around his butt. So something like that. Okay, and it looks good. So I got kind of a butt right here. I got, you know, the pant lines and all the curves. Let's fix this one up here a little bit. Let me turn off my layer 4 real quick. It looks a little bit too bent here, so let me lower the arch a little bit. Let's zoom in and make sure that it doesn't look like kind of bendy here. That looks good, right? Really small handle here. Okay, and now if I turn on the stroke color, or the fill color to our navy blue, you will see now that this, with this together, will create the look that I'm looking for. So basically it hides the stroke that was here because it's an unenclosed shape. So again, this is the right leg, and this is the lower torso. And if I put the shirt on top, you can see that we have some bleed space and all the shapes are where we want it. Okay, so let's do the last piece right here. I want to put on top of layer 5 this stroke right here to just create that that last cuff for his pants. So I'm going to just go over here, draw a line here, hold or click over here, drag it out, and there you go. Let's go ahead and rename all these layers. I'm going to call layer 4 my lower torso. I'm going to click on layer 5, call that my right leg. Go to layer 6, call that my right cuff. And let's put these two together, the right leg and right cuff, because these two are going to move together. Okay, and then turn on the visibility here. So these two, the right cuff and the right leg, are going to be moving together. I'm going to put that in a new folder. I'm just going to call the folder right leg. And the lower torso we're just going to leave because this thing we probably not going to animate very much. It's just mainly used to create the shape and color of the non-moving parts. And let's go ahead and end the video here. And on the next video, we'll cover how to do the left leg. I'll see you guys next video.